interesting facts contained in this account are of an Indian chief of the Pawnee Nation at the foot of the Rocky Mountains who was on a visit to Washington State in the winter of 1824. And this account I'm about to share with you was extracted from a letter of the Reverend Richard Reese to the editor of the United Methodist Wesleyan magazine. And his account goes as follows. The young warrior of fine size, figure, and countenance is now about 25 years old, and at the age of 21 his heroic deeds had acquired for him in his nation the rank of the bravest of the brave. The savage practice of torturing and burning to death their prisoners existed in this nation. An unfortunate female taken in war of the Paducah Nation was destined for this horrible, horrible death. The fatal hour had arrived, and the trembling victim, far from her home and her friends, was fastened to the stake, and the whole tribe was assembled on the surrounding plain to witness this awful scene. Just when the fire was about to be kindled and the spectators on the tiptoe of expectation, the young warrior, who sat composedly among the chiefs, having before prepared 2 fleet horses with the necessary provisions, sprung from his seat, rushed through the crowd, loosed the victim, seized her in his arms, placed her on one of the horses, mounted the other himself, and made the utmost speed towards the nation and friends of the captive woman. The multitude, dumb and nerveless with amazement at the daring deed, made no effort to rescue their victim from her deliverer. They viewed it as an act of the Great Spirit, submitted to it without a murmur, and quietly returned to their village. The released captives was accompanied through the wilderness towards her home, till she was out of danger. He then gave her the horse on which she rode with the necessary provisions for the remainder of the journey, and they parted. On his return to the village, such was the respect entertained for him that no inquiry was made into his conduct, no censure was passed on it. And since the transaction, no human sacrifice has been offered in this or any other of the Pawnee tribes. Of what influence is one bold act in a good cause? On the publication of this anecdote at Washington, the young ladies of Miss White's seminary in that city presented the brave and humane Indian with a handsome silver medal on which was engraven an appropriate inscription accompanied by an address, of which following is the close. Brother, accept this token of our esteem. Always wear it for our, and when you have again the power to save a poor woman from death and torture, think of this in us and fly to her rescue. Well, the temperature's heating up here in Saginaw tonight. The wild folks on the corner out on the street, and it won't be much longer, and I won't be able to record. I don't know if you can hear their foul, obnoxious mouth down there, but this is what you deal with every frickin' day where I live in the city of Saginaw. God, I hate it. But I love you on the other side of that monitor, and I'll be with you again real soon, God willing. Much love to all. See you soon. God bless.